Swedenborg writes that it's actually part of the divine design that we not become convinced of truth instantaneously, or be instantaneously made so sure of the truth that it leaves no room for doubt. Mulling it over for ourselves is actually a very important part of the process of developing an understanding of truth.
Just as natural world truth hypotheses are tested with repeated experimentation, our understanding of truth develops over time with practice and consideration. This is true in refining our understanding of particular truths, and our collection of a full worldview of truths follows a similar pattern. Think about it, when they first invented microscopes, they didn't instantly know everything about germ theory and cellular development and stuff. It took the collective scientific community centuries of study. We go through this same process in miniature in ourselves.
And today, we're going to explain why with bread.
Bread?
Bread. Swedenborg writes that the reason why it's not good for a person to be convinced of the truth instantaneously is that when truth is impressed on a person in this way, it cannot be broadened or qualified. Truth like this appears in the next life as something hard, which is unable to allow goodness into itself to make it pliable. Like this bread. This bread is just baked flour with a little water. It's hard. It's tough. Try it. It's not great.
Oh, no, not at all.
Try dipping it in that oil. It doesn't soak it up well.
Oh, it tastes like burning.
The proper development of understanding truth is totally different. It's like making this bread.
Oh, that's nice.
And dip it in the oil. It soaks it up. This bread is an image of the proper development of truth because of the process it goes through. We'll walk through the steps.
So first you start with raw flour. Raw flour is like truth that hasn't been processed yet. Swedenborg writes that in the afterlife, as soon as a truth is presented to good spirits, an opposing idea is presented as well, which gives rise to doubt. This is done on purpose so that the spirits are led to think and ponder over whether the truth is really true and gather reasons in support of it. It engages their minds.
That's like adding water and yeast to the dough. The water is like adding reasons in support of the truth. And the yeast, which corresponds to falsity, is like adding the doubt. Then to make good bread that isn't tough and hard, you need to knead it.
Pondering a truth in the midst of doubt enables our spiritual vision of that truth to be broadened. It allows us to see even into ideas that are opposed to it. This fills out our understanding of the truth so that we can see and perceive every characteristic of that truth.
That's like the long strands of gluten that are being created as I knead the dough. This gluten web is what will trap air bubbles as the yeast eats the sugars and releases carbon dioxide. So what you get is a nicely risen dough.
And then it's time to bake.
And once it's baked, it has a good soft crumb that can soak up the oil.
Oil corresponds to love. And what Swedenborg writes is that when a truth has been processed in this way, then it's able to absorb the love that's inflowing from heaven and be adapted to whatever particular circumstances we're in.
We might learn a real truth, but at first we're not connected to the love in it. That's like raw flour. Swedenborg writes there is wisdom apart from love, but while it comes from the Lord, it does not have the Lord within it.
And that's okay. As we strive to apply it to life, we're led into deeper connection to the love in it. Then you have something delicious that you can eat.
It's an ongoing cycle.
And it's as simple as taking that flour and making bread. Mmm.